All right. Welcome to day 2. Okay, let's see how this workout goes compared to yesterday's one. Thanks to everybody who attempted yesterday's one, and look forward to hearing all your feedback from that. Now, before this class starts...
Feedback.
So before this class starts, you're going to need a few things. So you're going to need a towel or a blanket or a sheet, something that you can pull on. You're going to need 2 light weights. So that might be dumbbells, that might be light weights, that might be some water bottles, cans, anything like that, because you're going to need a weight in each hand for some of these exercises.
The same weight, preferably.
Yes. That would need to be around 2 to 4 kilos, those little weights. You're going to need one heavier weight, so that could be a kettlebell, a plate, a heavy suitcase, a heavy bag, a washing basket, something that you can put a bit of weight in. So kind of 5 kilos plus, so 5, 10, 15, etc., depending on how heavy you can go.
Barbell if you've got the barbell.
Barbell if you've got the barbell. You might need a timer and you might need a pen if you end up not being able to keep up with the workout and you need to pause it. So just pause the video now, just make sure you've got all that stuff handy. So you've got a towel, you've got 2 light weights, you've got 1 heavier weight, and you've got a pen and a timer. Alright then, so starting off. Okay, so we're going to start in the pigeon stretch. So just going to get in on all 4s. So we're going to hold this stretch for a minute each. He's going to start on all 4s, not go straight into the stretch. He's going to go right knee behind his right wrist. And then he's going to take his right foot across his body. As you can tell, Josh is amazing at listening to instructions right now. He's going to walk his left leg back. Now he can either stay up on his hands or he can drop to his elbows. We're going to hold this for 1 minute. Set that timer.
Maybe you're not great at listening to instructions, pal. How about that?
Put that down. There is no way they can see that timer, but it is running. So the advantage of training in the garage is at about the time we are doing this video, the sun's usually hitting this side of our building, which is nice.
And the drips are hitting the mats from upstairs again. Drip, drip.
How'd you pull up after yesterday's workout?
I feel pretty good, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now with this stretch, don't be too concerned with how horizontal your front leg can get. We're just looking for the stretch in your hip/bum.
Notoriously tight in the hips, so.
We've got 20 seconds left. Just remember to breathe. Hopefully everyone's had a good day. What's this? This is actually day 1 of lockdown today for us.
Yeah, I don't know if it started in the middle of the week and will finish in the middle of the week, or they were like 6 weeks from Monday.
And gently coming out of that, and we're switching sides. So you go on all 4s. You're going to go left knee behind your left wrist. Then you're going to take your left heel across your body. So make sure your left knee stays behind your left wrist, and then it comes across your body. Then you walk this right leg back. You can either stay on your hands or drop to your forearms. Either way, doesn't matter. Did I ask you how you pulled up from your last workout?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, good.
Calves felt a little bit tight yesterday afternoon. After all the pitter-patters.
Yeah, it was a lot of pitter-patter. And jumping.
And jumping, yeah. Star jumps.
Again, you should be feeling this stretch in the leg that's up and behind your wrist. You should be feeling that hip/bum.
Definitely feeling it in the hip/bum.
We've got 20 seconds.
If you run a
Probably
lot,
make it more obvious when these minutes start. I'll work on that.
just join in. Just follow along.
We've got 5 seconds. And gently coming out of that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go straight into strider and rotate. So Josh is going to get into a push-up position. He's going to bring his right foot right next to his right hand.
It's a twister.
So from that position, you're going to rotate the hand closest to your foot to the sky, but you're going to imagine rotating through the middle of your chest. And then as he comes back down with that hand, he's going to try and drop that elbow to the floor.
This elbow?
Yep.
Mate, you're kidding yourself.
So you just drop it down as far as you can. So that's one. We're going to do 5 reps on each side. Take your time with this.
I am tight through here at the minute.
So you should feel this stretch through your upper body, and when you try and drop your elbow to the floor, you'll feel it through the inside of your leg.
How many want to do?
5. That's 3.
Good work, team. You can get your elbow there. Well done.
Just make sure you're rotating the hand closest to the foot that's up. Once you've done 5, you just switch sides. Good. We're keeping our back knee up off the floor for this one.
Which is also keeping my elbow off the floor.
That's 5.
That's 4.
That's 4. Good. Good counting. That's a good start.
Nice one, pal.
Alright, now just going to go on to all fours. We're going to do cat-cow here. So what we want to do, we want to try and go up. What we're going to do, we're going to push our sternum up as high as we can, but we want to try and go up each vertebrae of our spine, hold for about a half breath, and then we're going to untuck from our bum and drop from each vertebrae of our spine. That's 1. We're going to do 5. Take your time with this again. Really try and get those vertebrae from your rib cage to the just below your neck to move as much as you can. Is that 3?
Yeah.
Cool. 5. Good. Okay, so shake that out. Breathe. All right. What we got now? We're going into glute raise knee out for 20 seconds, and then we're going to hold the side plank for 20 seconds on each side. We're going to end up doing this twice. So, glute raise knee out. Josh is going to lie on his back. Again, feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart. He's going to push up through his heels. Now he's going to hold at the top for this one. Then he's going to push his knees out as wide as he can without his hips dropping, and then bring his knees back to his hip width. So if Josh goes through his full width and his hips drop them a little bit as you push wide, you're going too wide. So keep those hips up. So you just go as wide as you can. That allows you to keep your hips up as high as you can. And then back together. So he's going to go 20 seconds of that, and then we'll show the side plank when we get to it. All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Up you go, holding at the top. Keep your hips up. Push those knees apart. Good.
We're doing side plank on the elbow or on the hand?
Okay. Got 10 seconds. Now, progression of this exercise, if this is too easy, is you can put a band, a mini band, across the top of your knees. Rest, drop. Okay, now you're going to roll to your side. Either side. You're going to do both anyway. So, you got to make sure your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. Now, progression of these is we just want feet on top of each other. If that's too hard when you bring your hips up, drop. Then you can bend this bottom knee to 90 degrees. Good. Keep that top leg straight. Keep your knees in line with each other and hip up. So, whatever one you find more comfortable is the one you're going to hold for the 20 seconds. Get together. All right, we're going up in 3, 2, 1, up we go. Just make sure your chest is up nice and tall. You don't want to be rounding. This off hand sits on your hip. Just make sure you're breathing. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder. We got 8 seconds left. 2, 1, drop. Rolling over. Same setup. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder, feet on top of each other. 2, 1, up we go. Now remember, if this is too hard, Josh would just bend his bottom knee to 90 degrees and hold up. We've got 10 seconds. Chest up nice and tall. Make sure you breathe. Camera 1, camera 2. 2, 1, drop. Rolling over onto your back. So now we've got the glute raise knee out again. We're going up in 2, 1, up we go. So holding those hips up as high as you can, making sure your hips don't dip as you push your knees.
Hips don't dip. Hips don't dip. Eat too many chips.
10 seconds. That doesn't even make, oh, yes it does.
Oh, I've eaten too many chips. It makes heaps of sense.
Drop. Rolling over to either side, doesn't matter.
Well, kind of matters. Go back to the first side.
Well, you're going to end up doing them both anyway. Going up in 2, 1, up we go. Oh. That doesn't happen in class. 10 seconds. Not sure what that's for.
It's a vent.
2, 1, drop. Roll it over.
Rolling over, team.
Going in 2, 1, up we go. Chest up nice and tall. Make sure your body is in a straight line. Don't let your hips start to push back. You want to keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Just make sure you're breathing. We've got 5 seconds. Drop. All right, grab a quick drink if you need one.
What's the next thing, dude?
All right, so you're gonna need your heavy weights and you're gonna need your 2 light weights for our next round. So what we've got bent over row. We've got, oh, you're gonna need your towel as well. We've got a towel ISO hold and we've got rear delt flies. So we'll let Josh grab all that stuff.
I'm just going to grab the first thing.
Yep.
This one.
Got that for progression.
Yep.
All right, so we've got 10 bent over rows. Now, how we're going to do that, Josh is going to pick up his weight, so he's using a backpack for this one. It's got something in it. Yeah, just hold it, Jen. Good. Good. All right, so feet are going to be about hip width apart. He's going to put a slight bend in his knee, and he's gently just going to push his bum backwards as far as he can. He's going to start to feel a bit of a load in his hamstring, and he's going to take the weight down to the top of his knee. Then he's just going to pull with his elbows all the way in, and he's going to squeeze his shoulder blades as hard as he can. Arms go straight. So he's going to do 10 reps of this.
Yeah. Oh, we're just doing it?
Oh,
you've got to tell them we're going to do the workout. This sounds like an explanation. Do the next one. We're going to explain it all. All right. Then we're going to do the towel hold. Where's the towel?
There. Well, you said less explaining, more just talking through it. All right, so this time he's going to stand on the towel.
There's obviously a blanket, but whatever.
Yep. So he's going to get back in the same position. Slight bend in his knees, pushing his hips back. And he's just going to pull back as hard as he can and squeeze his shoulder blades as hard as he can. We're going to hold that position for 20 seconds. He's going to squeeze as hard as he can right in the middle of his shoulder blades.
Yep. And then
we've got rear delt flies.
A couple of shopping bags with a little cans or something in them.
Again, same position, slight bend in his knees. He's going to push his hips back, and then he's just going to lift his arms up. Good. Trying to keep your chest parallel with the floor.
All right.
So we've got 10 reps of the bent over row. We've got a 20-second ISO hold. We've got 15 rear delt flies. We're going to do this 5 times.
Let's go.
All right. So slight bend in your knee. You're going to imagine your lips.
How many am I doing?
You got 10.
All right.
You imagine your bum
1,
and lips, and you're going to push your hips
2,
back.
3,
6, 7. So he's using his heavier weight on this one.
I feel like you missed one, so I'm going to do an extra.
It's got the ISO hold. Now, if you've got a dodgy lower back, we'll show a regression of this on the next one.
Count me in. You got a clock.
Yep, we're going in.
Everybody ready?
3, 2, 1. Off we go. Good. So pulling on the towel as hard as you can, squeezing in between your shoulder blades as hard as you can, making sure you're keeping your back nice and flat the whole time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You got 8 seconds. Rest. Good. Down flies. So, same position. Slight bend in your knee, pushing your bum back as far as you can. You want your chest parallel to the floor, and then just lift your hands out to the side.
How many are we doing?
You got 15. You should feel this in the back of your shoulders. Rip.
10.
Good. All right, so we're going to show a regression of if you can't do the bent over row and you've got a band, okay, what you can do, you can sit on your bum. You can loop the band over your feet. So we're doing this instead of the bent over row. If the bent over row doesn't feel great, Josh is going to sit up. He's going to have both. He's going to have the band tied over. Now hold each end. He's going to sit up nice and tall. And again, it's the same movement. So he's going to pull his elbows behind him and he's going to squeeze his shoulder blades for 15 reps. 10 reps. So this is a little bit gentler on your lower back if you're feeling the bent over row in your lower back, which you shouldn't.
Ten.
Yep. Okay, so stay down there. You can also do the ISO hold in this position. Same thing, just wrap the towel around your feet.
If you're not doing it this way, just carry on the way you're doing it before. He's going to time it.
Chest up nice and tall. We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. Squeeze, squeeze your shoulder blades as hard as you can. Jump, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Pull as hard as you can. Rest. And then the rear dell flies. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So just make sure you're keeping your back nice and flat. Chest towards the floor, don't stand up. Imagine someone's got a string on your elbows and they're pulling your elbows back. Imagine trying to touch the walls out to the sides with your pinkies. That's 2 rounds. Good. All right, we'll do the bent over row. Which one felt better for you? So with this, just making sure your knees stay in line with your heels. Slight bend. You want to keep those hips as high as you can and push them back as far as you can.
10.
Towel.
Or your blanket.
Going in. 3, 2, 1, go. Pull as hard as you can, as hard as you can. Try and rip the towel from underneath your feet. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Really try and focus on squeezing the bottom of your shoulder blades together. You don't want your shoulders underneath your ears. 2, 1, rest.
Ready.
Just remember, think long spine in this position. Pushing your bum back. You want your nipples towards the floor.
Nipples.
You can imagine trying to touch the walls out to the side.
14. 15.
Good, that's 3. Again, we'll do the regression exercise. So if you've got a band, you can do it this way instead of the bent over row. He's got 10 reps, chest up nice and tall. And squeeze your shoulder blades together. Nice. We'll stay in that position for the ISO hold.
Only if you're doing the regression.
Only if you're doing the regression.
Ready?
Going to 2, 1, up you go. Holding this for 20 seconds. Pulling back as hard as you can. Squeeze the bottom of your shoulder blades. We got 10 seconds. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5 seconds. Rest. And rear delt flies. Now, if you're struggling with the position with the rear delt flies and you do have that big band, you can do band pull aparts instead, which would be keep your arms dead straight, hands at the end of the band. Ooh, sorry, bro. And pulling it apart.
Oh,
Got 15 reps. Again, you should be able to feel this behind your shoulders and your rear delt. Good. That's 4 rounds. All right. Bent over right. Slight bend. Push your bum back. See how he's got a flat back? That's what we want. We don't want to be rounding through our upper back or our lower back. That's where all the pressure goes through your lower back and you hurt it. So hold.
That backpack's not too heavy for me, but if you want to make it harder, you just squeeze your muscles a bit harder as you pull it back. It makes it not a very heavy weight, a little bit more challenging without being more dangerous.
We're going in 2, 1, go. Bottom of your shoulder blades, bottom of your shoulder blades.
Tell them about this blanket.
We've had this since I can remember.
Yeah, since you were born, bro. Easy.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Rest. Rear delt flies. Now remember, if you need longer rest periods in between all these exercises, you can take it, pause the video. Alright, we're going in 2, 1, go. Try and keep those nipples towards the floor. You can always grab a drink whenever you want one. You can rest whenever you need it. See how Josh's arms are starting to float real far back? He wants his elbows in line with his shoulders. Rest. That's 5.
Good work.
Woo. Grab a drink. Rest. Minute to 90 seconds.
You're going to have to start thinking of something interesting to say in this minute break.
Sure, I will. I don't have anything yet. NBA season starts soon, end of this month. They're all in their Disney bubble right now. Should be good. Always love having sport back on TV. Supposed to be the F1s are back on. I don't watch it, but supposed to be that's back. That's 30 seconds rest.
Good times. Need this again, do we?
Got another 40 seconds. How are we going time-wise?
20 minutes. I'll give this a full reset.
Let me know when you reset it. Reset it?
Not yet.
There you go. Now you can find the noise thing. Sounds good.
That was fine. Right, let's go.
Alright, so our next round is 100 push-ups. So, doesn't matter how you break this down, you've just got to get to 100. So you might break down in sets of 10, sets of 20, you might do all 100 in a row. So, there's a few ways you can do this. So, just get in push-up position. Now, if you're on your toes and your feet are a bit wider, that's a little bit easier. If your feet are together, that's a little bit harder. If you need to do it on your knees, that's fine. You just drop to your knees. You just make sure your hips aren't directly over your knees. If that's still really challenging, you can do it off like your couch or a table or something. Just make sure it's up against a wall or won't move for you.
And so you go up.
All right. So, 100 push-ups, doesn't matter how you break it down. Don't go to complete failure on your first set. So say you could do 10 push-ups. You don't.
I'm
do
just going to
10
start.
push-ups.
You're going to start. I'm just going to start. Izzy's going to talk.
3, 2, 1, go. So just make sure you don't go to complete failure on your first set. So say you can do 10 push-ups, do 7, have a rest, shake your arms out, because if you do 10 straight away, it turns into the longest 100 push-ups you will ever do in your life.
You got a pen?
Not on me.
All right, well, that's 10. Someone keep track somehow.
I'll write it. Again, if you need to pause this video, you can.
It's
20. Just working through it at your pace. Shake your arms out, especially when you're resting. Just make sure you take the pressure off your arms.
You don't rest at the top of the pull-up position. It's a terrible rest.
You mean push-up position?
Top of the push-up position.
So pull up.
No, it's a push-up.
Ooh.
Hey, we can check it on the replay, baby. We can check it on the replay.
Hey, how are we? Little man wants to get in on it. Cute. Is that 30?
That's 30.
So another regression you can do is if push-ups don't feel great, you can lie on your back. Josh will do his next 10. You can hold a plate or your heavy weight and you just do plate press. Only if it's feeling average. It counts.
Now all my elbows flaring out to the side. What do I want, is he? One of these ones?
So you want your hands, you want your elbows coming down at about a 45-degree angle from your body. You also don't want your guts sagging.
Guts! How many is that?
50, if you're doing sets of 10.
Yeah.
Again, you just take your time doing these. You don't have to keep up on this one, you can pause it.
You might be beating me. Power to you. I've done push-ups for a while. I tell you, running does not prepare you well for push-ups.
You're starting to get that big arch. Round up through your shoulders when you start.
That's
and
5.
then
Add another 5.
5 reps? 55. So go up in your cat-cow position to start and then step back.
You do 100 push-ups. Film, you do 100. Good work, guys.
Cat-cow first.
Shut up.
We're at 60 push-ups right now.
28 minutes. How much more we got?
1 minute.
There's no way we're going to half an hour. No way. We're going to have to do the old camera switch again.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on this camera.
Just remember, your feet apart makes it a little bit easier if you're on your toes. Is that 5?
Yeah.
Whistle.
Yeah.
Jar, just remember, you're taking your time with this. You need a rest, take it.
What's that?
7. It's getting to 100.
It's getting to 100, baby.
If you're not at the same place Josh is, you can pause the video. If you're ahead of it,
Leave a comment. Tell me it'd be better.
you can fast forward it.
Fast forward.
4. Hips up, hips up.
I know. I can feel it.
5. Good. 75. I want that sag happening.
But if you do sag, doesn't make you a terrible person, you know?
Also, I can't believe you didn't edit out the camera switch in the last video.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I just walk in, say some stuff, and then go off and live my merry life. I try to keep the timer going, you know? Keep people's rest going. I'm not
The
editing
bickering will.
I'm not editing this. I'm not editing this switch out either. A lot of complaining going on, pal.
It's 80. How long's that supposed to run for? 33?
Might go a bit longer.
45, we should say. Workouts.
You should just work it out. It's alright. Teething problems. It's good.
We're at 80 push-ups right now. Good. Doesn't matter what your sets end up being. You might end up doing sets of 1 by the end of this. Just trying to do 100 push-ups as fast as you can.
There it goes. We're on over here for the next 15 push-ups.
Well, we're going to keep it there?
Yeah.
All right. Get it. Get it. Good. That's 90. Camera 2. It's on you.
Now we're on camera 2, baby. Grab the lens cap from over there.
Here we go. You're at 90. Come on. 95.
How does that put it on? Let's see, grab it.
It's 95 push-ups. It's going for 100. That is definitely not on problem.
Nah, I can see it from here. It's not on properly. Put the lens cap on like this. You got 5 to go?
Yep. 2, 3, 4. Get it. Last one. 5. Nice. That's 100. Good job. Okay, so the rest period in this one is literally as long as you need. So it could be anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. Just make sure you feel fresh before you step up to the next round. Alright. I was actually surprised at how well that camera compares to the other camera.
Yeah.
The quality of it's not that bad.
No. Nothing but the best for Jones Brothers. How long would it go?
You got 1 round.
One more round.
One more round.
those flies were heavy. Alright, let's go.
Alright, last round. What we got? We got 5 rounds of. We got 10 shoulder press. We got 25 lateral. We got 20 lateral raises, and we got round the world for 10. So, you want a heavier weight for the shoulder press?
What's a shoulder press?
Alright, shoulder press. Chest up nice and tall. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Just pushing the weight above your head. Biceps finish in line with your ears. Make sure the weight's not finishing out here, but in line. If you're holding a single weight, it should finish right above the top of your head. Lateral raises. Yep. Lateral raises, we're only going to 45 degrees. So your chest up nice and tall, you're going to relax your shoulders, and you're just going out to 45 degrees. Again, you're going to imagine with your big finger, you're trying to touch the walls out to the side. You should feel that right in the side of your shoulders. Round the world, holding your big weight, starts on the front of your quad. You're going to bring it up above your head. You're going to twist this hip to the opposite wall. That's 1, and you're going to come up, and that's 2. So, shoulder press for 10. Good. Just make sure you squeeze your butt cheeks, and you're not flaring that bottom rib, dumping into that lower back. Good. Lateral raises. Chest up nice and tall. You got 20. Only to do 45. Only to do 40. That's too high. There you go. You should feel that right in the side.
You got it?
Feel that?
Are you counting?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, it's 15.
I'm trying to explain the exercise. I can't talk.
Who says boys can't multitask?
Good. Then round the worlds. So all of this is all about the hip twist. 1. Go nice and tight. Make sure you bring that plate.
How many is that? Exactly, yeah, you counted 1. Well done.
Just make sure the weight goes right above your head.
I think that's right.
That's 10. Okay. If you don't have a big weight and you've got the big band, you can use the big band for your shoulder press. So, just going to stand inside the band. Band's going to go on his palms. He's just going to push the band above his head.
Ready?
Yep. You got 10. You got a hat on. Usually when you're pressing it above your head, turn it backwards. Biceps still finish in line with your ears. Band still finishes right above the top of your head. So if you let go of it, it would smack you right on top of the head. Don't hyperextend through that bottom rib. Lateral raise. Again, if you need a longer rest, you can take it. You got 20. Relax your shoulders. Relax. Shut up, man. Relax.
Can't.
I hope that came across as a word that you said.
I can't. I relax my shoulders. Woo. 30.
You 45. Should be feeling that in here. Round the world. Again, you use your heavy weight for this one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Core nice and tight. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. That's 2. We've got 5 rounds. Shoulder press. If you've got dumbbells, you can hold it in each hand. How those arms feeling?
Tired. Woo. What a burn.
So these lateral raises, you won't need a lot of weight. 2-3 kilos will cook your arms on this one. Shoulders.
Are you saying something to me?
No. he's got exercise deafness. Just got to try and relax up here.
If you're like me, you get stressed in the middle of a pandemic, your shoulder's going to be tight. Oh. How many is that?
No, thank you.
What if I'm not?
If I'm talking, I'm not counting.
Stop talking and count, all right? If I'm working out, I'm not counting either. I'm supposed to be helping the people on the camera now. I'll get 10 of these. Good work, everyone. Who's hung in here for this abomination.
Well, these are supposed to get better as we do them.
We're going to get worse before we get better.
5, 6, 7. I count these all right. 10. Good. That's 3. You got 5 rounds. So it's 10 shoulder press, it's 20 lateral raises, and it's 10 round the worlds.
I can feel myself arching my back a bit. Have a little rest for a sec.
Rest whenever you need, grab a drink whenever you need, pause the video whenever you need.
You can mute Izzy if you want, whenever you want. Mute. If you need help counting, don't ask Izzy.
Everyone who trains with me should know that by
He's
now.
not your guy. He's
I
doing good.
freely admit that in the class.
He's doing good, he's doing good. You're doing good, bro. Proud of you. I'm not going to be able to move my arms later on today.
Compliment shit sandwich.
Yeah. You know what? You're not good. But you're good. But you're not good, alright?
And with that shoulder press, you don't want to be pushing your bum forward or super arching through that bottom rib. Squeeze your bum cheeks. I'm not counting because I'm talking.
Not counting. It's 10. Too much to count.
Hands right to your side. Yep.
All about starting again.
Now, if you're struggling to feel that in the side of your shoulder,
Nope.
try and lead with your pinky. Think about reaching with your pinky.
10.
There you go. Good. Only have to go to the 45. Really high. Yep. Relax your shoulders.
No, I can't. I don't know what that means. Find another cue. I can't.
Feel like that. Put your
Can't do
shoulder
it.
blades in your back pockets.
I don't know what that means. All right, relax your shoulders. If you don't know what it means either, good.
Nice and tight. I should be able to walk up and punch you in your stomach.
I dare ya. I bloody dare ya.
Let me can. 10 reps of those.
Last one.
This is 4th round, right?
Last one, team. Oh, I should be able to walk up and hit you in the stomach whenever I want.
At all times.
At all times. Oh. Here we go. Relax your shoulders. It just means relax your shoulders, right?
This one, that's all right. Make sure that weight finishes above your head. Biceps in line
Not
with
like
your
this.
ears. Good.
Relax your shoulders.
So relaxing your shoulders, pull your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Don't have your shoulders up underneath your earlobes, pull them down.
No idea if that's right.
You got 20 reps of these. I don't even know why the timer is running right now. Not sure what that was for. That must have been from the rest. No, I haven't been counting. Got 20 reps.
20.
Last one, round the world.
You're keeping up. Good work. 'Cause we're all over the shop here in a minute.
We'll find the balance of explaining an exercise and doing the exercise. Haven't quite found that mix yet.
All right.
10?
That's 10.
That's all done.
Woo!
Good job. All right, if you kept up with that or you finished that workout,
Hey,
good
well
job.
done. If you pause it a few times, also well done. Remember when you're doing strength training, it's actually like totally fine to have a little bit more rest. It makes the workout much better for you.
We are trying to keep this in a time frame.
Yeah.
So
But pause, rest, breathe, it's fine. Not everything needs to get your heart rate jacked up to 1,000, particularly when you're trying to get strong. And so better to have good form and not hurt yourself and have a little bit of a breather than to crank it out. Probably should have said that at the beginning, but if you got to the end, great. You'll know now for all the other strength ones. We've got so many more workouts to do.
6 weeks worth.
Woo!
All right, great job, guys.
Thanks,
Enjoy
team.
your day.
Boom.